Today is a truly dark day, friends. For I found out that the snack best paired with Mountain Dew, available many flavors, my favorite being, of course, Cool Ranch, is oppressing women. Move over, patriarchy. Doritos wants to take a shot at oppressing women. Now, I know what you're all thinking.
Tell us, what do women's vaginas and Doritos have in common?
You're probably all thinking, of course Doritos oppresses women. Haven't you heard how loudly they crunch? Everyone knows that Doritos are given an extra layer of nacho or perhaps delicious Cool Ranch seasoning just to make sure that those women will avoid eating all of our men's Doritos, because we all know that they won't get seasoning on their precious little fingers. Today, our entire plot to keep women from eating all of our Doritos has been exposed through, of course, crack journalism and a totally reasonable response online. Now, you might be saying to yourself, what the heck are you even talking about? Well, didn't you know that Doritos are in fact a part of the patriarchy? If you didn't, you're probably part of the patriarchy too. I mean, I'm just saying, you can see that a crack writer at the wildly successful Chicago Tribune penned a great piece. Lady Doritos that don't crunch, a brief mansplation. This man will undoubtedly be unbiased in his reporting here. He's clearly he's not a satirist, he's not an entertainment writer, he calls himself a reporter. For too long, women around the globe have struggled under the yoke of noisy, messy snack foods.
Los Doritos Nacho preparados.
Chips crunch. Doritos crumbling in the mouth with explosive volume. Cheetos leave the kind of powdery finger residue only hard-working, indomitable man could tolerate. As you can see, this article penned today is a definite high-end investigative journalism. PepsiCo CEO Indra Nooyi told Freakonomics Radio, as you watch a lot of young... Now, of course, this quote, who needs context? We don't need any context. It's only what we choose. How can I be offended by all the context? I need just out-of-context quotes and tweets to really get my engine roaring. As you watch a lot of young guys eat the chips, they love their Doritos and they lick their fingers with great glee. And when they reach the bottom of the bag, they pour the little broken pieces into their mouth. This is exactly true. Because they don't want to lose that taste of the flavor and the broken chips in the bottom. Women, I think, would do the same, but they don't. They don't like to crunch too loudly in public. They don't lick their fingers generously. And they don't like to pour the little broken pieces and the flavor into their mouth. You heard it here first. Step over, patriarchy. Doritos is the new sheriff in town. As he goes to editorialize, it's a well-established rule of etiquette that a proper lady never pours flavor into her mouth. So we can see the high-quality reporting here by Rex Hoopka, who conveniently leaves something out about the CEO of Frito-Lay. What do you think that might be? Do you think that maybe they left this out on purpose? What might be interesting to know about Indra Nooyi to your readers? Oh, She is one of just 27 female CEOs. So is she oppressing? What is she? Is she having sympathetic patriarchy? Is she trying to oppress women as one of just 27 female CEOs leading the Fortune 500 companies? She must be just some dumb bigot, because, you know, dumb bigots rise to the level of CEO, right? Dumb idiots who don't look at data are probably named on the Forbes list of most powerful women in the world, and they usually frequently speak at on women's leadership, including in the latter interview. I mean, she's a CEO of, you know, a $250 million, a 250 million employee company that also includes Frito-Lay. She's probably just some dumb sexist. I mean, it's not like Frito-Lay doesn't know who their target audience is. Take a look at any one of their recent commercials or any one of their commercials from the past 10 years. I'm sure their target audience for Doritos is dainty women.
Doritos. Yummy. Single player or multiplayer? Hey, baby. Dorito?
Fuck, crying on here, got in a minute.
They don't need no bucket.
Give me a bucket, Alfie!
Not a bad ball.
Now you knew that the virtue signal had been lit to 100 million candlelight power, and that everyone would be out to admonish the oppressive Dorito. Here we have Tim Young with a hot take. Will Lady Doritos cost 23% less than regular Doritos? Oh, Tim. You made a pay gap reference. I'm sorry, an earnings gap reference. That's interesting. You're so witty. Here, T.R. Morley. Will Lady Doritos come in womanly flavors like nacho celery and moderately cool ranch home and sour cream and oppression? Oh, I would call TR. I tried to reach out to him, but all I could really figure out is that he's elbow deep in vagina right now. Literally every woman that read this tweet left their husband or significant other only for the chance to be penetrated by T.R. Morley. Oh, yeah, we saw this. Here, Maria Connor, let's see, what do you have? Women, we want equal pay for equal work. Congratulations, you have it. What is the rest of this tweet even? Oh, and an end to sex discrimination in the workplace. Oh, you got that too. It's illegal. This is great. This is going to make Marie's day. Oh, society says, here's a bag of Lady Doritos, so you won't have to crunch too loudly in front of your male colleagues. Right. I'm sure she eats a lot of Doritos right out of the bag. Marie Connor looks, she looks like the embodiment of every man's dream. There is nothing more sexy to me than a beautiful, fit woman, or, well, she doesn't even have to be fit. Just a woman, any woman on the street or in the subway, taking a bag of Doritos and pouring it all into her mouth, and it gets all over her shirt and the floor. And then, if you really want to set me off, really, I it would be almost too much to handle is if she took her cheesy fingers and then wiped it on the couch. Nothing is more hot than that. Oh, let's see, another hot take. Lady Doritos should be so crunchy that the noise drowns out the whining of any man within a 10-foot radius. That seems interesting. You'd have to probably work on the frequency, because then how would you drown out the noise of all the complaining women? Oh, Sean Rodriguez. Okay, I'm sure this is a hot take. PepsiCo CEO, then he adds her so he can publicly shame her, is doing everything in her power to uphold the patriarchy. What? She's the CEO of Pepsi. One of just a handful of female CEOs at that. And you guys are attacking her. Of course you are. Who am I kidding? Of course. Of course. By promoting Lady Doritos that are cleaner and less crunchy, because apparently that's more ladylike. Well, I have unfortunate news for you, Sean. That's exactly what most women want. It's clearly a targeted marketing. Most women who don't already eat Doritos. Oh, and by the way, Doritos is not calling them Lady Doritos. If you actually read her statement, it makes complete sense. Clearly, the data says they've saturated the male market, right? There's nothing other than avoidance of a high-calorie, high-fat snack that's preventing most men from eating Doritos. But they have clearly identified a tangible reason. And I can tell you with 100% honesty, my wife is one of these people. She likes Doritos, but she won't eat them out of the bag. She won't eat the crumbs, and she absolutely hates the dust it leaves on her hands. So I know that unless my wife is the one in a million, that this is probably a legitimate complaint. And as a company who makes chips, they're merely trying to fill a demand. So what she said was, it's not a male and female as much as, this is her actual quote. So she's specifically saying this, right? But no, push your narrative, feminism. It's not male and female as much as, are there snacks for a woman that can be designed and packaged differently? They're trying to serve your market. I guarantee you, everyone, the vast majority of people whining about this don't even eat Doritos, okay? Don't you slander Doritos. Sorry. And yes, we're looking at it, and we're getting ready to launch a bunch of them soon. For women, low crunch, the full taste profile, and not have as much of the flavor stick on your fingers. And how can you fit it in a purse? Because women love to carry a snack in their purse. How is any of this controversial? Not all women carry snacks in their purses. Most of the ones I do have at least like a Nutri-Grain bar in there or something. They don't have a loose bag of chips. Why the hell do you think there's a huge market of travel-sized items for portability? They're clearly responding. It's not like they're stopping making regular Doritos and they're going to have... It's just another option. I mean, there's 100 different flavors. You can get baked. You can get whatever, Doritos, 3D, right? But no, this is about oppressing women. And it's really sad because had I not decided to try and be more healthy in 2018, I would probably have to boycott Doritos because, I mean, clearly their female CEO has some sort of oppressive... She doesn't want any competition out there. And she doesn't want you filthy women eating her Doritos.